Hello there, and we are live. See ya, guys. See, people. You know what, yeah, guys, yeah. You're welcome to episode 2, yeah, season 2 of me and Steve Mahala's show called Gunners and Mags, yeah. See, guys, it doesn't get better than this, yeah. See, I welcome my co-host of the show, Strasbourg, Steve. See, yeah, this guy's is a Newcastle fan, yeah. But come on, man, he loves European football. He come from a long bloodline, Germany, Poland. He's American, guys. Give it up, yeah, for Strasbourg, Steve. Strasbourg, Steve is in the house. My brother, you welcome to the show, man.
Hey, thanks, bro, for having me on. Yeah, we got some
Mhm.
we got some Premier League back this weekend, so let's get
Oh,
into it, man.
let's get into it, man. See, guys, yeah, you don't want to miss this guy, yeah. He's got his, his little taunts down there for me, putting the Arsenal background all over. See, yeah, guys, I wanted to welcome this very, very special guest, yeah. It's been a big friend to me. Also, same thing like Strasbourg Steve. We started, together under the wing of Nas, who always brought us together, and see this guy, he does something very, very good at Anfield and Rod's channel, a Liverpool fan channel that, he's been grinding hard and putting up on the map, yeah, doing great things down there. See, no other person than the hard hitter himself, yeah. Guys, you don't want to cross this guy, yeah. Anfield Uncle Rods, big ups to you, Rods, man. How you doing, my brother? Talk to this people. Talk
Listen,
to this people, man.
thank you for having me too on the show tonight. And listen, you're G as well, man. I gotta say that you're G as well because listen, we was rocking at the same time, and obviously in the day Nas brought us together. And listen, you guys that live been rocking me when I had 35 subscribers. You know what I mean? And he didn't sort of like turn it your nose at me. He helped me along the way, showed me certain things to do and stuff and up there. So listen, a lot of my success I owe to you and Nas. You understand what I'm saying? So just
Yeah.
like to big you up still. And listen, thanks for having me on your show, man. Thanks for having me on your show.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Sure, man. See, guys. Of course, you know this guy. Yeah, I've talked about him lots of times, and of course, he's a very big regular on my channel. Yeah, guys. Without this guy, I don't know if I would have even I've met Strasbourg Steve, who's become very close to me too. So see, yeah, no other person, yeah, than CFCOG, the Chelsea fan, is in the mud. Guys, he's in the mud. Yeah, he's in the mud. Don't get that twisted. Don't get that twisted. He's in the mud. But you know what? Yeah, say CFCOG, you're welcome to the show. How you doing, man?
Oh yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good, man. As you can see from my logo, still looking the same. Haven't aged. Been another year. Still good looking. Hopefully, the looking is good for Chelsea, but I don't think it will be. So here we are. Also now covering MMA even more heavily than before. Oh, your boy
Yeah,
lost.
yeah.
Your cousin lost. Your cousin, the guy from the same tribe as you, the Adesanya. Like, bro, he got hits. I swear down. There's one moment he was getting punched up. I was like, he looks a bit like Tony, you know. Maybe he got a bit of swelling on the cheek. I was like, he looks a bit like Tony. That's Tony's tribe, fam. But your boy got it, man. Your boy got pieced up. The American hero, Sean Strickland, is now the champion. Fuck yeah, man. I love
but again, don't be surprised. It's all gimmicks, man. Maybe that's just gimmicks to just
right. He wants a rematch, but there's no gimmicks.
Yeah, a rematch. Yeah,
for anyone. He's Paul Pogba basically. Like he needs to take steroids to get back to his former self. I rate Paul Pogba for trying. It's Paul Pogba. He might character as Nigerian law.
No. Paul Pogba is from, I think, he has this Congo heritage or something like that.
Are you sure?
It's from Francophone area.
I thought Stephen.
Yeah, it's definitely Francophone.
Where the brothers from? Where the Pogba brothers from?
But again, yeah, see, before we even
Maybe
get
Mali.
into the whole, before we even start with Newcastle,
Look it up.
See here, guys, we're going to go to Newcastle, from Newcastle, Liverpool, from Liverpool, Chelsea Football Club. Then
I think we should talk about international football a little bit, man. Didn't you guys win 6-0?
Yeah. We'll talk about that. But again, yeah, see, what the hell happened to Paul Pogba, man?
Mali. I was right. Mali,
right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's gotta be a French speaking space.
Yeah.
Gotta be a French speaking
See,
space.
Steve,
What happened to Paul Pogba?
I want to get your take. I want to get everyone's take on what happened to Paul Pogba. Yeah. there's been a very harsh, in fact, a very quick tribunal in Italy, yeah, that came up with a decision that he should be banned. So right now, I think he has been suspended, and
by Juve,
by Juve, and I think this problem started when in the win against Udinese, where Juventus won that game by three goals to nil or so. So after the test, some adverse effect of steroids was found, and testosterone was found in his bloodstream or something like that. What's your take on that, Steve Mahala, man? Paul Pogba, from hero to zero, from playing for Juventus, a teenage kid at Manchester United, going back to Juventus, winning titles down there, World Cup winner, coming back from that World Cup, going back to Manchester United, getting back a move to Juventus, playing again, and right now is where he is right now. What do you think, man?
I mean, like, I don't know if he did it on accident. I don't know if he did it on purpose. Apparently, it was like a doctor recommended it to him. I don't know if it was. I thought with testosterone, it was something that you inject. I didn't know it was something that you could have in. Is that true? You could have it in a gel or something?
Actually,
yeah, the cream.
But
cream,
again,
right?
But again, our body produces those enzymes, right?
Obviously, men have. We have testosterone.
That's why it's worse, because usually you get caught with the steroids, you get caught with the lingering grams of it, the picograms.
Yeah.
But they don't catch the elevated level of testosterone, which is the result of the steroids. They got the result, but they haven't got the steroid. They're looking for what caused this result. They're like, wait a minute, how did he all of a sudden quadruple his? Like, you see Joe Rogan, he does the testosterone thing, but he goes to his doctor and he goes, what's my base level? And they go, your base level is half of what it was when you're 25. Just bring it up to 25-year-old. So they'll give him whatever grams he's missing, milligrams, micro, nanograms. Pogba seems like he took quite a bit, because to have high levels of testosterone, and they obviously have records of his average level throughout his life, because players get tested at least 8 times a year, apparently. Even though I'm a big conspiracy theorist about the tests, I'm like, how don't enough out of the thousands of hungry mother effing footballers in the world, how's only 1 or 2 getting caught a month? Yeah, in MMA, you get 2 a month minimum for the last 2-3 years. So I'm telling you, they're lying, bruv. They're lying. Like, I know on the low level, they don't really test you. And maybe a lot of them cut it out once they make it to a certain level. And a lot of the heart attacks are being linked to steroid use, about the young football players getting heart attacks. And most of them do have, seem to be like African descended players from either France, Belgium, that area. But I would, as I say, bruv, when you're getting older, I don't frown upon you as much. If you're a young G with taking EPO, so you have 188 minutes of stamina, that's cheating, man. Relax, you're 90.
Because as you get older as a man, your testosterone levels naturally go down.
Yeah.
I know American history does adverts hard, trying to sell you testosterone boosters.
But Rod,
who thinks he's a drug cheat? Because I see that in the comment. Like, I don't like that term.
I don't really know if for me, bro, it's like I don't really we don't know yet if this was a true accident or not. So we'll just have to see. I just woke up, so I don't know if some news just came out or something. No, but really, I do.
Big up to the people in the charts, Football Head Stars in the charts. Mane, thank God, right? That's my guy, Mane. We love you, man. Mane, how you doing? Hope you're okay. Luca AFC is also on the show. That's our guy. Guys, I think he has a show later on. Go check out Luca AFC. BX Gunnerz in the house. Po. See, George G is also down here. Close affiliate. In fact, he's a crony of CFCOG. All these Chelsea cronies.
I put this all over my Twitter. We're cooking each other today.
Rod, what do you think about what's going on with Paul Pogba? From hero to zero, World Cup winner, Manchester United, Juventus winning trophies down there, winning the World Cup, to drug cheat. What do you think?
I think some of these footballers at the day need good mentors. They need good mentors at the day that can set them on the right track, what to do and what not to do. Do you know what I mean? There's so many footballers out there that's had promising careers, and it's just gone downhill. And I see Paul Pogba as one of them. Do you know what I mean? Because like, you know, he was at Man United as a youngster, the woman was a youngster, and as I said, he went to Juventus and he started doing bits over there. Personally, and I think he should have stayed at Juventus for a bit more longer. You know what I mean? Yeah, stayed a bit more longer than that and mature a bit. But no, you come to England and a nearly £100 million move. Yeah, so you've come to England, you know what I mean? And it hasn't gone too well for you over here. Do you know what I mean? It's been a mixture of bad advice from your brothers. Remember that day, his brothers was mixed up in certain stuff at the day of what's gone wrong with him. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's been that situation. There's been a situation at the day between him and Jose Mourinho at the day at Man United. That's, you know, and like, you know, when Jose Mourinho got sacked, you know what I mean, he was seen celebrating at the day the fact that the day he got sacked. Do you understand what I'm saying? Those sort of things shouldn't be happening. So I'm saying that day, you know what I mean? I look at certain players, not only as Paul Pogba because he's a young guy, but you look at people like Mason Greenwood, you look at people like Anthony, and all these players at the day, right? Even that guy, what's his name? Oh gosh, he used to play for Tottenham. Aaron Lennon.
Aaron Lennon was worse than Aaron Lennon.
Oh, okay.
He got naked in the clubs, bruv. The VIP, like this.
What I'm trying to say with these guys and everything that, although one might be sort of like outlandish than the other, all of them had sort of like a significant, had something similar in common: mental health. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. So really and truly, today, if we have strong mentors in the games for these young players at the day, I'm sure. I'm not saying it will get rid of all the problems, but half the problems that you do have, you wouldn't have. You know what I mean? But what you got is unscrupulous agents that just looking to make a buck off you. You know what I mean? You know, they like that car. You look at Carcedo now, that right? I'm not gonna go like obviously right into it, but we know at the end of the day, right? Somebody at that sort of like at that situation is getting a good sum of money, and it's gonna be the agent, right? So the agent at the day, if he's getting a good sum of money, he don't care. He don't give a shit at the end of the day whether he flops or whether he's a success at Chelsea. All he's worried about at the end of the day is what's in his bank account. You know what I mean?
But again, Rod, we'll be very careful with this Paul Pogba issue because we don't know his defense yet. I'm hearing that they have a very, very big defense set up for what's going on right now. Whatever is going on, I would like to know. But again, man.
Yeah.
Either way,
adverse effect of drugs was found
high
in his body.
levels.
So high levels. Yeah, there's no going back on that.
That's not normal, bro.
I'm not trying to cut you. But what I'm trying to say, I know that, you know what I mean, and that's unacceptable. You can't defend that.
I think look, he should try it. Why not? Why not try it? Play better and get the Saudi money. Like
but what I'm trying to say is
just running away.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is that the day is like to cut a lot of those problems out. You know what I mean? Because obviously at this present time we don't know what the situation is. Yeah, I grant you that. You know what I mean? We don't know what.
He's got juju in his life apparently.
Juju. He's got two sides to the story. I don't heard about that, but what I'm trying to say today is like what a lot of these young guys do need, and the day is good, credible. You know what I mean? Mentors at the day with good moral fiber. I'm telling you, you got that and everything that right. Yeah, it's gonna cut like a lot of the problems out of what you do have. Do you understand what I'm getting at? Do you know what I mean? Because somebody should have seen the signs at the day. A with Mason Greenwood, B with Aaron Lennon, C with Dele Alli. All these players at the day, somebody should have seen these signs at the day that this was going to happen. You got people like Walker, Kyle Walker, man's getting his sacks out in the club, you know. Do you know what I mean? And stuff like that. These are behaviours at the day, right, that are not becoming at the day of a person at the day, right, that is supposed to be a role model, that is earning millions of pounds a year or euros or whatever. They need some these players at the day. These young players coming in. I say it once. I say it again. These players coming in at the day, right into this injury, need good mentors. If they ain't if they ain't got good mentors, I'm sorry, they're fucked.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
and see, and again, that's the fact. And again, that's why I have no mercy on these guys. Yeah, see, you're earning those huge amount of money. Yeah, you should have a nutritionist. You should have a physician, personal physician. They all have all these things. Yeah, they have all these goodies. So if those high levels of whatever was found in the system was found, man, it's your fault. Yeah, you decided to take it. So
But then
you do
again,
the you
Tony,
do
if
the
you don't
you
if
do
you
the
don't
crime and
know,
you face it.
if you don't, Tony, then again, if you don't know if something does or doesn't have, like for example, I didn't know that. I thought testosterone was something that you were injecting. I didn't know that it was something that you could have on a cream or a gel. So we don't know. That's what the court's
So
going to
so
figure
so
out.
so, so wait, yeah. I started hearing that thing today. Yeah, in a cream, like cream,
Or a gel, whatever. Yeah.
or
They all
gel.
do it.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
A
my
lot of UFC
god!
fighters do it. You get back for
So
it.
I
All
don't
right.
know. Well, I mean, look, the truth always comes out. The truth will always come out. That's how
The
that's
truth
how it goes.
will set you free.
Definitely,
Yeah, the truth will
definitely,
set you
definitely.
free.
There'll be
Exactly.
That's
investigations.
not gonna
See,
happen,
yeah,
bro.
in the charts, Tony Ibarra is in the charts. Yeah,
What's
po
up,
po
Tony?
po. That's our big
Hey,
guy. Yeah, Oregon Gunnerz is also down here. That's my brother. Po po po
big up,
in the
bro.
house. These are Gunners in the house. Yeah. See, let's go into this slightly into this international stuff before we go into Newcastle, Liverpool, and of course Chelsea Football Club and Arsenal. See, yeah. Uh, which one of these games really got to you guys? Yeah, the England one. Yeah, seeing
Which one, Ukraine
seeing
or Scotland?
the one with England. Yeah,
Which one?
seeing
They played twice.
seeing. I know. See,
I
I'm
see.
talking of the second
Both
one. I'm
shit.
talking of the one they played 1-1 with Ukraine.
Ukraine and then Scotland
Yeah.
3-1, which I
Yeah.
didn't really rate them, to be honest. But there's been a lot of back and forth online. Like I'm like the Scottish versus English things come alive again. You know, I'm pretty shocked. And to be honest, Scotland shouldn't be, they shouldn't be chirping the hardest. I rate big up Scotland, but the gulf of difference between England and Scotland, player for player, just what they've done in the top is so wide. McTominay was the top goal scorer. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what?
Yeah.
This guy, United. Are you right? Oh, man.
Man United is in the mud.
We're all going to talk about
Man
one
United
player.
is in the mud, man.
Let's save him. Let's save the N word. The one player we'll talk about. Well, what did you guys think about the games?
Steve, what do you think about the England games winning 1-1? And again, something that came up for me in that game against Ukraine was Zinchenko. Zinchenko played in the middle of the park in that game, yeah, and popped up with a goal, yeah. See, that guy's in at the end of action in the midfield.
Yeah.
While in my Surrey club, yeah, we're playing this guy in left back position. Yeah. See, I don't know. I'm thinking of upping the ante a little bit, giving this guy a little bit of a go in the midfield because he's always in that inverted kind of, style going up while he should be defending. And he has actually admitted on national TV with Manchester United legend that he can't defend, that he needs to improve his defending. Yeah. And I'm out here seeing him playing against England and he's bossing the midfield. Yeah, and don't get it twisted. Jude Bellingham was in that midfield. Declan Rice was in that midfield. Stalwarts were in that English midfield. And we have a player like Zinchenko, who has actually won trophies and titles with Manchester City, who should be balancing right now and resting on his laurels. It's out here, tiki-taka with the English midfield. So I found that to be, bro, I found that to be worrying.
I think that manager's better than Arteta.
Steve, what do you Steve, what
Tony,
do you think
it's
about
Tony,
that?
it's not rocket science. You play a player in their best position and they perform at a high level. It's not rocket science. It's pretty straightforward. Stepanenko and Zinchenko, that's a very good midfield balance for Ukraine. So, and then they perform. It's like what it's again, another thing with Arteta where it's like, I think he's just trying too hard to be different or to do it his way. Well, go back to the way that you did it last year because, all right, I get it, but you got to evolve a little bit. But you also want to have you want to
same base.
Yeah, exactly, and then you make little alterations to it. Yeah, so
just
but
keep
the
it
thing is,
simple.
But again, what did you think about that England Ukraine? Because we'll get back to club. Yeah. So what do you think about England?
I thought the
Ukraine,
game
England,
was.
Scotland?
I thought England were average again, like performance wise, and just they're just it's just hoofball. At the end of the day, it's hoofball in its moments of brilliance, and that's just not sustainable. It's really, really, really not sustainable. It's just the story of Gareth Southgate, and then he plays Maguire, and then he's playing Jordan Henderson, and he's
oh my god!
Oh, it was a
own goal.
It was
Man United is in the mud.
England are just England on paper. Oh no, Man United aren't just in. They're not just in the mud. They're in hell, bro. They're in straight up hell.
Bro, Johnny Evans and Maguire. Maguire turns up in an English international, bro. And
crazy,
you can't trust that guy at the back. You can't.
And Southgate's defending him. It's like, why are you going to hill for? Why are you dying on this hill for this bum? Why? It's not smart. You have so many. You have Fikayo Tomori, you have Gehi, you have Colwell. It's not like you have a lack of selection or whatever. If there were a bunch of I don't get it. I mean, for me, the only reason why Fikayo Tomori doesn't play, I think I know why. I think the only reason why Fikayo Tomori doesn't play is because in terms of discipline, that's the one weakness in Tomori's game. I remember I watched the game before the international break. It was AC
Maguire has discipline. Maguire, is it any better?
Not really. That's the crazy part. But to Southgate, if he's watching, the Roma and Milan game, I get it. Tomori lost
against Chelsea. Remember, Tomori got sent off against Chelsea as well.
In the Champions League last year. So I get it. That's probably the one reason.
Has his own disciplinary issues.
But the problem is he's far better. Exactly, Tony. That's the thing. Even with that discipline, that thing creeps up a little bit. He can be a bit of a hothead. He's still a very consistent and a good defender. He's better with the ball at his feet than Maguire. Better decision maker. 99 times out of 100. I think Maguire. I think Southgate thinks that. Oh, it's the safe and sound option, but it's not.
It's more than that. It's loyalty as well.
100%.
That's super loyalty. That managers. It's like they don't watch sports documentary. Watch any sports documentary. It's Michael Jordan, Alex Ferguson. They win everything. They're all happy. I love you. You love me. You're my guy. You're my son. 3 years passed down. You're getting older. I'm sorry. I don't want to do this to you, but I have to. And those are all the common things. Klopp fought it for time. Klopp had to hire the next guy just to get rid of a lot of the guys who were he's loyal to. You know what I mean? And I feel like Arteta's might do the same. But Southgate is so loyal. This man's loyal. But he threw the brother down the bar.
Loyal to guys that
Well, see.
Maguire is shit.
He's Henderson was shit. Remember when that was...
No, it wasn't shit, though. It wasn't shit as Maguire, mate.
Maguire, but it's the loyalty.
See, guys.
You know what I mean?
Guys, wait. See. Before I come to Rod, this loyalty stuff, is going to get someone sacked. Someone is going to get brutally burnt down with this loyalty stuff.
I don't think so.
Just ask Hans Flick what happened to him. It's blind loyalty to Kai.
Yeah, but they're Germans, bro. They're evil Germans, bro. These are happy-go-lucky Englishmen.
I know.
Who's got you, Southgate? They're all it's that nice English bubbly vibe.
Vola takes over, and they're beating and putting on a leash front 2-1. That's what it means. That's what it means. Hans Flick's blind loyalty to using Kai Havertz
too stubborn
as his number 9 man. In that position. Now he's sacked. It's true. Now he's sacked. Such a good manager. Yeah, I really rate Hans Flick. up there.
Yeah.
I want Flick at my club, bro.
Great manager. But look at what the likes of Kai Havertz have cost for that guy. Because Kai Havertz
Schlotterbeck has been, and you know what?
You're next.
He can make
As
runs,
terrible as Havertz is,
You're strong-headed. You're strong-headed.
Yeah.
You don't want to change that guy. But right now, you saw the twitch in which Vola made in their last game. Yeah, he fixed in Muller at the as his number 9 striker, and boom, they're scoring goals. That's what
Japan's good though. Japan's good, Tony. Japan is actually good.
Oh, Japan have been
You're going to be in the defense of Kai. You're going to be in the defense of Kai.
We're talking of Germany, man. Bro, we're talking of Germany, man.
Oh yeah.
We're talking of Germany.
Tony, but I knew Germany. I knew we were going to get our ass kicked by that Japan team. I knew we were going to get our ass kicked.
How did you know?
Hold on, 1 second. You know what it is though, right? It's like on paper, at the end of the day, everybody expected Germany to win. Yeah, on paper, right? And they probably should have won, but what it was, and the way they was playing, and it didn't look at the end of the day like they wanted to win. You know what I mean? It just didn't look like they wanted to win. It looked like this gave the game to Japan, because Japan at the end of the day looked more hungry than sort of like
Japan is sick though, no?
Japan 100%. Nas, I knew we were going to get our ass kicked by Japan. I knew it. I said it before the game, and I said before the England game in the Euros that we were going to get that ball was going to advance. Everybody was saying, "Oh, England, they're not going to advance. It's a curse." I'm like, we're so awful, and Germany have been awful since the 2016 Euro. That was the last time we were ever good at a tournament. So this has been a years and years.
Japan at
I'm sorry. But a team that has Leroy Sané, Serge Gnabry, come on, man. Muller,
Tony, we have this Germany.
You have these offensive players that can turn up at any time at the
but they don't.
They've played at the highest hierarchy of European football. These guys can literally tear
Tony, they're overrated as hell for the national team. We have our core is overrated as hell. It's awful, honestly. Rudiger looks a shadow of himself and has done for a while now. Nico Schlotterbeck is just god awful. Nico Schlotterbeck's a walking car crash. That guy, I think he's straight up garbage. I think Schlotterbeck's bad.
You know what?
Guys,
hold on.
Guys, please let's talk one at a time, please. Yeah.
Before
Rod's time to come in. Yeah. Rod, please, before you come in, let's just read what Manny said here, because Manny always have wise words to say. He says, by all means, drop Maguire on form and criticize his performances. But some of the criticism has been way over the top. He's done great things for England, as have several other players.
Great things? Like what?
Rod, please. Rod, it's time for Rod to talk, because he has listen to all of us. Rod, please have your say on what Manny said.
What is it today? Let's put Germany and Japan aside for a minute.
Yeah,
for a minute. Let's put them aside. You know what I mean? Let's put them aside. But the thing is about with England, and when it comes to Maguire end of the day is a walking disaster. I don't care what anyone says. He's a walking disaster. He's the only player that I know that got relegated twice in the same season from 2 different clubs. Do you know what I mean? Seriously, he got relegated. He did.
Yeah,
he got really when he was on loan. He was on loan to Hull. Yeah, from Wigan.
Relegated.
Wigan got relegated, and Hull got relegated at the Premiership. Do you know what I mean? He got relegated twice. Do you know what I mean? He's a walking disaster. You know what it is? No, right? That guy. I think it's Mike McFarlane. I think that was with Man United. Yeah, he was with Man United when Ferguson was around. Yeah, right. He was the manager of Hull. I think Hull on one of them players there, one of them things there. Yes, I think it was Hull. He was the manager of Hull, and he got Harry Maguire in. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, but then he obviously lost his job, and then Hull went. through to the sort of like Premiership and stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Mm.
and he got relegated, right? I've got this little snippet in there I played yesterday, yeah, and it was like it's a Ghana House of Parliament and I think that, right? I'll play it to you on Saturday, and it explains Maguire and I think that, right? It's explains Maguire. He's a walking disaster. Now, what it is with England at the day, when they play teams like your Scotland at the day, right, which they can literally do what they want to do, yeah, right. You like so you Bellingham and Co. at the day, right, will look good. It's when they come up against another team, right, that doesn't allow them to sort of like do what they want to do.
Yeah.
Then they become lost. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I've given up watching England and think that because what happens in the qualifying stages at the day, right? They will get easy sort of like easy kind of like qualifying matches. You know what I mean?
Estonia.
Yeah,
Albania.
San Antonio and all them sort of teams there.
Macedonia.
I think that Macedonia, all them sort of teams there. They'll get those teams of her and they'll qualify with games to spare. However, at the end of the day, when they get through to a tournament at the end of the day, right, they don't seem to do too well. I mean, like they got to semi-finals of the 1 year of the World Cup, and then the following season they got to following time they got to the finals and got beaten by Italy, and this one that's gone now, yeah, they only managed to get to the quarterfinals, got beaten by France. However, they should have got beaten, but they should have won that game, yeah. But who told Harry Maguire, Harry Harry Kane and they to sky over the bar? More time at the he's putting that away. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, son. But the things about this,
you got that passion for England where you're like, I've given them my heart and love over the years, and they fucked me over. So I'm not going to give them anything else.
I've never really, I've never really in a day, right? Yeah, given England that heart and passion because at the day, right? Whenever they've had somebody of colour playing in their team at the end of the day,
Like
right?
Sterling.
Yeah, no. If you go back,
Ensman is in the charts. Ensman is in the charts. Big ups to you,
big up
Ensman,
Ensman.
man. Ensman, you know we love you down here, man.
You know, like brothers like Sterling.
If you go back, no, if you go back, yeah, but no, if you go back at the day to John Barnes days, yeah,
Jeez.
that was the main reason why he give up playing international football because he used to get slated every time. The racial abuse that he used to get from his own fans at there was disgusting. So they've really been too hot in England. Although at the day, I said,
the Euros, bro. Remember the penalties? They kept ripping them.
Well, there you go.
Soccer, Sancho, and Rashford.
Nothing's changed. Listen, nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. Listen, nothing's changed at the day from the 80s, 70s, and 80s. Do you realize at the day, right?
Just a little bit of change.
Nah,
There
nothing's
has
changed.
been a little bit, yeah.
See, we have to progress, yeah. We have to progress, yeah. See, Steve Mahala, man, you have to talk about that Germany-Japan game, man. I saw Kai Havertz, yeah. This is a £65 million signing, yeah, a deadwood that Chelsea Football Club sent to us, yeah, because Chelsea Football Club have been, spreading their deadwood around the Premiership, yeah. Good.
Also took Lewis Hall. Liverpool took no one though. Liverpool smart. They took no one.
Keep Arsenal and Chelsea Football Club away. This is just Germany and Japan, man. We do get Kai Havertz, man. I really want to give that guy a chance. See, Steve Mahala, I've told you, I gave that guy 10 games at Arsenal to show to me, prove to me why we should love you. Yeah? And then Mikel Arteta comes out on a press conference and tells the Arsenal faithfuls, you have to show love to Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz needs a little bit of love.
I think he wants to marry Kai Havertz.
He deserves
he wants to marry him.
You deserve love
to Kai Havertz.
See,
got a bit of a man crush.
See, you know what, yeah? How about Kai Havertz start showing Arsenal some love? Yeah? You have to start showing us some love before we start showing you some love too. Yeah? Good. Let's keep that argument separately. I watched Kai Havertz in that Japan game, yeah? 5-1. He was situated at the top, yeah, at the number 9, yeah? And if Sane, no one wanted to pass to this guy. They don't trust him. No trust this guy. Yeah, he's not in at the end of the balls at the 18-yard box. Yeah, he can't shoot. He's not making the runs off defenders. He's not even in the 18-yard box to even progress play. He slows down the pace of the ball, while other players who are fast-paced players like Serge Gnabry are moving the ball, progressing quite quickly. Sane, of course, he's very fast, progressing in lightning speed. But this guy seems to slow everything down. And because he's not moving at the same pace with these guys, they don't trust him. They don't trust this guy. See, I'm losing patience with Kai Havertz. And you can see the blind loyalty that Flick had on this guy.
Everyone,
right now,
every manager.
And now Hans is sacked right now. Hans is sacked right now. See, if Mikel Arteta continues, dwindling and inserting this guy into our gameplay, I do see Arteta getting the chop. But before we get into that, man, Kai Havertz, Serge Gnabry, Sane, Leroy Sane in that German team, 5-1, Asano ripping you guys apart. Mitoma, but see, these guys, they have good players, right? Asano,
that's what I want to talk about.
Mitoma, Daichi Kamada, Ito.
It's Steve's turn. Let Steve talk.
Morita, Endo. Bro, I again, Tony, that game, both the last two times we played Japan, I knew they were going to win both times. Germany's just terrible and have been since Euro 2016. I think we made it to the quarterfinals in Euro 2016. That's the last time Germany were relevant, and to be honest, in terms of actual performing on the pitch. Our core of Germany is just overrated and doesn't perform for the national team. Havertz is trash. Everyone knows that. He's never been good in a Germany. Never has he been good in a Germany shirt against any proper opposition. He's just trash. Niklas Zula, Schlotterbeck, Kimmich at right back. Disgusting. Trash. Garbage. Emre Can, garbage. Gundogan for Germany, not very good. Ineffective. Cannot do the role as a sitting next to Can. It's just a weak, spineless team. Yeah, okay, it would be France 2-0. I don't care. That doesn't mask anything. Germany ain't making it out the group stage. Just don't have anything. And that's a tournament in Germany.
This group?
No, the Euros in 9 months, Nas. Germany ain't making out the group. Germany are going to go out in the group stage. We did it in the World Cup back-to-back years. So, look, Germany's just trash. I don't know what else to say.
But again, what do you make out of Kai Havertz, man? What do you make out
He's
of Kai
trash
Havertz?
like all the others. There's nothing. It's not like he is especially trash. The worst player in the Germany team is Schlotterbeck. The worst.
Schlotterbeck is better.
That's great. So Schlotterbeck is better than one of the worst players I ever seen in my life in Havertz.
Yeah, who does Schlotterbeck play for?
Bro, it's trash versus garbage. If we're doing Schlotterbeck versus Can versus Havertz versus
what club
did he play for?
What?
Schlotterbeck. What club did he play for?
Schlotterbeck, Dortmund, Borussia Dortmund.
Oh, stop that. Okay.
Nah.
He's just not good for the national team at all. And for Dortmund, I can pick holes in his game all day long. So look, he got too many call-ups. Look, Japan are just a far better side. They're a far better side. They're far better performing.
And hungry players. Oh, man, you need to see how
We've got a Japanese player. We've got a Japanese player.
Those guys are hungry, man. They're hungry. And Mitoma, of course, he plays his football for Brighton Football Club, taking that form to Japan, man. Look at his lightning speed and look at his hunger. You genuinely see that when you see his runs, he's running off defenders. He's not afraid to take on defenders. Yeah. That's the kind of forward I want to see at Arsenal Football Club.
Everything that Japan did in that game was precision. precision. It was
It's shocking, man.
tactical. Look, Japan have a clear identity, very clear identity, and they've been producing. They're starting to really produce some good players.
I believe they won
Some good
6-0
players, yeah.
the other day. Yesterday or 2 days ago, they won like 6-0. They're
They
doing
beat
very
Turkey. They beat Turkey. What 4?
well.
4-2, and then they beat someone. I think you're right, Nas. Let me double check. But
I saw
yeah,
the
no,
score and I
it's
was like,
just
Japan are killing it.
yeah, 6-0 over El Salvador, and then they beat
Jesus.
Peru 4-1. So look, I just there's no point talking about Germany. There's no
Bro,
point.
in the next year, I predict another 3 more top Japanese players in the Premier League. Right now, we just got Endo coming in.
100%.
Tomiyasu. What's the one in this Leicester called? The one that's murdered it last season? No, Brighton. Brighton.
Mitoma, Kaoru Mitoma. You've got Junya Ito at Rams.
I wanted Tommy to get him, bro. That's how good he was. I was like, get this little Mitoma, brother.
Yeah, 100%.
And again, guys, I would have preferred Arsenal to go spend that money we spent on Kai Havertz on Mitoma.
Yeah, 100%. That would have been
£5 million. We'll be giving Brighton like 90 million and getting Mitoma. Yeah, this Kai Havertz, he's a disgrace. I
don't know why are people surprised?
He's a disgrace. I wanted to give him a chance.
Why is anybody surprised? He's trash. He's gonna get like 2 goals maximum this year for Arsenal.
No. See, that's not the case, Steve. Steve. The case there is that this guy comes to Arsenal. He comes to Arsenal. Yeah, we bought him from Chelsea Football Club. We didn't get him from Chelsea because of his performances at Chelsea.
Why did you buy him?
Well,
he's a Champions League goal scorer, finalist, winner.
Ask the coach. It's the coach
that motherfucker.
Jez. See, Jez is in the charts. Yeah, Jez, you had a real great show. Legendary show with Lee Gunner, Kenny
and
Ken,
Ola.
and Ola. Jez is the dawn of YouTube, man. He's the dawn of YouTube, man. I don't care what anyone tells me about it. He's a dawn of YouTube, man. Big ups to you, the Arsenal history and more. Go check out his channel. Rod is an Arsenal fan. You have to go check out his channel. Just hit that subscribe button. Yeah. He's a real don down here, man.
What's his channel called?
Arsenal, Jez, Arsenal history and more.
Okay, go. Send me the link. Send me the link. Yeah, and I'll check it out.
I'll send you the link so you could subscribe to him. I reckon. Of course, he has also helped me on my channel too. Without him, it wouldn't have been possible to actually grow, and move on. So it's like a father, around, this little Arsenal fan channels and other channels too. So he has really helped lots of people, so he's like a father to us around here. So big ups to you, Jess Collins, man. See, let's go into this Newcastle issue. Yeah, let's leave all this. See, if I talk about Kai Havertz here, man, my throat and my lungs will give out. Yeah, let's go into Newcastle. Come on, guys. Yeah, let's roast somebody. And finally, we have a Mag who is in the house. Yeah, a true Geordie who's in the house, and that's Steve Mahala. See, I see Rod's licking his lips. I see Rod's licking his lips. Yeah, to have a munch on this one. So Rods will be starting on this one, man.
What I'm gonna say,
Newcastle, 4 games. 3 points, 7 conceded goals in 4 games, 7 goals put in, 7 goals conceded, 3 points gained this season in 4 games. Yeah, good and okay. They've lost 3 of those games. Yeah, 3 of those 4 games that they've played. What are you talking about? Against Brighton, against Liverpool, against Man City. They've lost 3 games. They've played at least one of those games at home. I think that game was against
2 games at home. Aston Villa. We had Liverpool and St. James, and we had Liverpool and St. James, and also Aston Villa.
I thought
made of Brighton and Man City. There you go.
Good and okay. Newcastle is lingering at 14th position. Yeah, in the league. Rod, we have a Newcastle fan here, true Geordie. Yeah, talk to this guy, man. Talk to him.
No, but you
Talk
know
to
what it
this
is.
guy.
You know what it is. You know what it is now. A real talking of it, because like you know what is.
Hotspot
Joking,
TV,
joking.
Tottenham fan is down
Yeah.
here in the chat, yeah. Big up to Hotspot
Big up,
TV.
big
Go
up.
subscribe to that guy. Great guy, yeah. Very honorable
Great guy.
person, yeah. That Hotspot guy. Great guy, man.
No,
Harry,
it's
big
good.
up to
It's
you,
good
man.
guy. No, I tell you what, right? Joke is joking, serious is serious. You know what I mean? We all like to have a laugh and that. But you see, what it is in the day, right? The reason why I can't cook Newcastle too much, or I don't really cook them a lot, is because you see, like the guy Eddie Howe, I got a lot of respect for Eddie Howe. I think he's a great manager, and I'll tell you something. I'll go so far as say in the day, if they made my club, right? Young Cop made an approach for Eddie Howe and made an approach for Eddie Howe. I wouldn't be against it because what Eddie Howe does at the day, he learns. He learns as it goes along. And I said it before, and I'll say it again. When he was out of work, he didn't sit in his hands. You know what I mean, right? He went out there and tried to improve himself as a manager. Now, every team and they goes through a sticky process and they where sort of like they don't win games consecutively like they did last season. They're probably put it this way, they're not as explosive as it was last season. You understand what I'm saying? But what happens at the day, there's one game that will kick them into gear. Yeah? All right? And they'll start turning out results. You know what I mean? They're in was it 14th place at the moment? Something like that.
Yeah,
I don't believe they'll be there. Right. I don't believe they will be there for that long.
Yeah.
I just don't believe they'll be there for that long, right? When you look at the game, and the day against
Brentford
Liverpool
is coming to town, man. Brentford is coming to
no,
town.
no, no,
The fixtures doesn't look good for Newcastle.
yeah, but I
It
reckon
doesn't
they'll beat
look good
Brentford.
for Newcastle. It doesn't
No,
look
but
good
I
for
reckon they'll beat
Newcastle.
them.
And mind you, man,
No, no,
Rod,
no,
yeah.
no,
See,
no, 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 no.
and mind you,
Tony,
Rod, yeah.
hold up. Let him finish.
Got players.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
I know. But mind you, Rod, yeah. This guy's got players in this season. Let's don't play around here and act as if these guys we should be so merciful to them. They got Tonali, yeah. They got Tonali. They have an Isaac who's down there, who's a legitimate
Yes, that was last
striker.
season
They
they
have
brought him.
Callum who's down there, yeah. They have Guimarães.
Yeah,
There's no
last season they
excuse.
brought him.
They should be winning games. And mind you, the
No,
fixture
no, no.
is not going to help them.
It just
They have Champions League
Tony,
and they have Brentford
Tony,
coming up on Saturday.
Tony. It doesn't work like that. It does not work like that. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, we can't go from saying that day that Newcastle last season done brilliant last season and to get in Champions League and stuff. We
But
can't go from there
if
to
it's
say
Arsenal, you will have something to say. If it's Arsenal, you will
yeah,
have
That's
something.
because Arsenal and Newcastle are in completely different positions. Yes, Tony. Yes,
This guy,
Tony, we do.
everybody likes taking the piss
Yes.
out of
guys,
Arsenal.
the
Everybody
discrimination
likes taking the
Arsenal
piss out of
gets from
Arsenal.
this guys.
And everybody likes to bum Arsenal, you know what I mean? That's what it is. But what I'm saying is this. Yeah, right? What I'm saying is this. With Newcastle and them, right? Even with that game that we played against them and I think that, right? That has got to be the best Premier League game so far. So far. Because that
great
Premier
game.
League, that game, they had everything in it. You had red cards. You know what I mean? He had sort of like he had fouls, he had like goals, he had everything that you want in a game. Had excitement. Everybody, all the Newcastle fans, right, thought and they well, yes, this is the first time. Well, first time in a long time we're gonna beat them at St James finally, and it was playing like it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But like I don't like Nunes come on and then and went bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
It still doesn't actually make Newcastle a bad team, and it still doesn't make Newcastle a team, and they that can't learn from that, experience, and say, well, right, you know what? Next time we're in this position right? What we're going to do? We're going to do some game management. We're going to do game management and see the game out, and everything that we learn, we move, and everything that. I don't believe at the day that Newcastle will be in the same position that they are now come the end of the season. And you've got to think about it. Eddie Howe is a good manager. I've always rated that manager.
I agree. Rod, he's the best English manager, right? By far, he's the best English manager.
Yeah, by far.
It's not even.
You see the football. You see the football at the day that you see the football that he played. Even the football at the day he was playing in that game with Liverpool, he was playing some good football. But what it isn't there, I think what will happen with Eddie Howe and they, as he goes along, he'll get experience. He'll get experience and learn from certain games that they have to do it. And from that, they brought in Tonali, and then they brought in Tonali. They only brought in like a couple of players that they
Harvey
this season.
Barnes.
Harvey Barnes, and then he's a good player. Now, what it is at the day, right, is with Newcastle, what they've done, they've got abundance amounts of money, yeah. But what they've done at the day, as I said it to everybody, they've bought players of what they need, not what they want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a difference in the day. That's why in the day that Newcastle in the day, on the whole in the day, right, I've only brought in a few players as they've gone along. Because what they've done, they've brought in the players at the day to get them to that next level. And they will keep on doing that in the day, right? So like for instance, they're getting they're in the Champions League in the day. Let's say for instance they get out of their group and that, right? And they go into knockout stage. And they get done in the knockout stage. Guaranteed the following season when it comes to the transfer, right? If they're still in the if they qualify for the Champions League, guaranteed what they'll do, they'll buy players at the day to get them that bit more further in the Champions League. You know what I mean? It's a building process. You have to give Newcastle. And you know what I mean. I'm a Liverpool fan. You know what I mean. So I've got no dog in this fight. Yeah, but you have to give Newcastle a time and a day to adjust at the day, right, and to sort of like to build in the day. We cannot expect Newcastle to do it all in one go. So what will happen at the day? There will be sort of like your bad games, and then this and that. There'll be games that you should have won, but you didn't win. The games that you get well beaten and everything that. But it's all a part of a building process. And we've had to go through it. Arsenal's had to go through it. Chelsea had to go through it. Now Newcastle's going through it. Do you know what I mean? It's just the way it is.
Great. I hear you. I hear you. Before we go to Steve Mahala, right? Let's go to of course CFCOG. CFCOG. 3 back-to-back losses for Newcastle. They brought in Tonali, yeah, to whom much is given, much is expected, yeah. They just brought in Tonali, yeah, for big money from Italy, Italia Serie A, big player. They have Isaac, yeah, who looks good, who's scoring goals. See,
they got Lewis Hall as well. They took our boy Lewis Hall.
Yeah, exactly. They have good players. They have good players.
You got Gordon, one of our Lampard's old target.
Gordon,
you've done bits. But they're getting hit with the Chelsea.
Don't forget, they have Bruno Guimaraes in the middle of the park. They have Bruno Guimaraes in the middle of the park.
That's another good one.
Yeah, they still have Joe Willock, and they still have what's this guy's name?
The Peruvian striker.
No, not Botman. Botman is injured.
He's injured. That's the problem now.
This winger.
Callum Wilson.
No. He's a winger.
Oh, Harvey Barnes, Anthony Gordon.
No.
Almiron.
Miguel Almiron.
He needs to be dropped, by the way. He needs to be dropped.
You can't tell me Miguel. You can't tell me Miguel Almiron that was firing. You can't tell me that Miguel Almiron that was firing on all cylinders at the start of last season.
For 2 months.
It's totally your dog shit player this season. See, these guys have bought in players, yeah. They came third last season. I think fourth last season. See, you should be beating teams like Brighton. I'm sorry, and you shouldn't be.
Not at home. Not at home.
I get that. But let me communicate what I'm saying. But again, Newcastle, 3 back-to-back defeats. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. Mostly with a team that's vying for Champions League football, and you're losing against Brighton. I'm sorry, man. See, does that show you the level to which Newcastle? See, OG, is it going to be a bit of an Herculean task for Newcastle to navigate both the Premiership this season and to also navigate Champions League? And mind you, they still have
Carabao
Cups coming up, the FA Cups coming up. You see that squad is going to be stretched to the limit. Yeah, what do you think? Newcastle back-to-back losses, and you know what? Yeah, even the fixtures is not even going to be friendly with them this weekend. They got Brentford coming up this weekend. CFCOG,
bro. I honestly, there's the European curse kind of thing, but I think Newcastle have enough money to break it. But there's football's weird, man. You buy more players thinking you're going to level up from where you were last season, and it's like those players bring you down. It's weird. It's like what? maybe they haven't absorbed into the team properly. Once they absorb, they can take off. But when they haven't absorbed it properly, it seems like, honestly, it just makes it worse. And I feel like we're going through that now, and you guys are starting to get injuries. And if you get injuries and 1 or 2 players out of form, that is enough. That's like 3, 4, 5 guys. That's enough to affect the team. Like, I feel you, man. And I feel like you're going to follow us. You're going to spend more money. You're going to go hard in January because you're in Champions League. You just need to be second in your group. If you're second in your group table, you're going to go ham. Have you done the draw yet? You know who you got?
We have Paris Saint-Germain, Dortmund, and AC Milan.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We ain't getting out of that group. We ain't getting out of that group.
You're gonna
we ain't getting out of that group. I'm telling you right here, right now.
Even if you go Europa Cup, you're still gonna XF games. If anything, Europa Cup's worse because you're playing on Thursday. So you're gonna have a lot.
No, I'll
of games.
take Europa League. I would take Europa League because that's a tournament.
Nah, that's
a tournament. That's a tournament we could win. That's a tournament at least that we can go far. I know. I'm saying that's a tournament we could go far in.
That's still this season, bro.
Newcastle can't do it.
Let's see talk. I'll cook you later.
Talk about January.
I was just gonna say about Newcastle. Look, it's a rough start to the season. The Villa win was terrific. We always lose away to Man City, so I expected that.
Yeah,
the Liverpool game was just a bottle job of epic proportions, and then the Brighton game we were down and out. Isak missed 2 chances in the opening 10 minutes. So, and then the substitutions for me kind of bother me because look, Tonali should not be getting subbed off in the 60th minute. I don't know about you, Rods, and I don't know about the guys watching. As soon as Tonali went up,
is here with us. Wolfgang is here with us. It's all good. Is also here with us. Here to there, Judge G. Big up to you guys here. Amy Baba is in the house.
What's up, man?
Big ups, man. Yeah.
I was just gonna say, I don't know about you guys, but I noticed straight as the sub was made in the Liverpool game, when Tonali got subbed off, the game changed completely. Even though Liverpool were down to 10 men, you guys had the initiative as soon as Tonali came off because I thought he was excellent. It was like an 8 out of 10 from Tonali for me. I still think he has. I still think he has some betting in to do in terms of adjusting to the new team, new language, new country, whatever. So, no, it's look, we got Brentford this Saturday. That's a tough game. I rate Brentford. I really, really do. And then we got AC Milan away. So these upcoming 2 games, I want to see a win in there. I don't think we're gonna beat AC Milan considering the form they're in.
You can beat them.
I don't know about not in the form. Not in the form they're in.
Can I just interrupt you for 1 second? So to interrupt you.
Yeah.
Right? This is what I think, and when it comes to sort of like any team, and they with the Champions League and the Europa Cup and like Europe and everything. Yeah. Some teams and they are better at playing in Europe than what they are in the league. Do you know what I'm saying? They have a better time of it because maybe they can adjust it more better. Maybe the game speed is to their likings and so forth. There may be many reasons why. So
some
what
teams
I'm
are good
saying, So what I'm saying,
West Ham last year.
No, but it's true. It's true. But what I'm trying to say is that there's this. I wouldn't write off Newcastle's chances in the Champions League of qualifying for the next stage. I want to write off because maybe at the end of the day they can go and play at the end of the day in the Champions League and they can surprise everybody. They can surprise everybody. I start playing football. You never know. You just never know.
They can't beat Brighton, man. Come on, man. What are we talking about?
Man, Tony, just because you can't beat Brighton. No, Tony. Just because we can't. One season, one negative result. Tony, one negative result does not mean that every other result is going to be it's not possible because of this result.
Are we drunk? Come on, man. This guy's
Brighton are a very good team. Did Brighton not? Did Brighton? All of us here, all three of our clubs have Brighton beat us in the past 6 months. Yes.
They beat us.
So there you go. Have Brighton beaten top teams before? Have they not made an FA Cup semifinal? Have they not Brighton are a very good side. I knew we were going to lose that game. So it is what it is. We don't have a great record Brighton away anyways, all things considered. So look, the Brighton loss, yeah, it's not good, but we have a chance to turn around against Brentford. It's only 4 games in. So I'm still keeping hopeful. I just don't think for the AC Milan at the San Siro, I think that's a very rough first game. I think we're gonna lose that one. We'll see. What?
I'm watching it, and the day, I think I'm actually gonna do a watch along for that. I'm gonna do a watch along for that, and I'll be in your corner. I'll be in your corner because I'm not being funny in that. Yeah, I happen to like the way Newcastle play football. I always have, and I always will. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, 1995, we played Newcastle at Anfield.
4-4.
That 4-3, and that was the best. That was the best game of the decade. And you got to think at the end of the day, that was when Man United was riding high. Yeah. That was the best game of the decade. Wow. And then what happened? The following season, we done the same again, 4-3. Do you know what I mean? So it's like Newcastle's that team, and I think that right. They're very passionate about their football. Yeah. They love their football. Love the football because even when they got relegated and was in the championship, they were still getting record turnouts at the day at St James Park. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I'll be watching that game. I'm gonna do a watch along for it, and I honestly think at the day, right, that you're gonna do better than what you think. That's my point. Yeah. I think you're gonna do better than what you think.
I think the only way we can advance out of the Champions League group, we have to get 9 points from 9 in the home games. That's the only circumstance. No, I'm Tony. I'm not saying Tony. I'm not saying we are going to. I'm saying
I didn't say anything. I just laughed. I didn't say anything. Why
I know you're trolling. You're trolling.
That's the only way.
He does that to me. He does that to me a lot, so it's only good I do that to him back. See, Liverpool. Let's go into this Liverpool because we have to close the show quickly. See, Liverpool, Steve Mahala. Yeah, before we go to Rod, who is obviously a Liverpool fan and a Liverpool pundit. Yeah, see, Liverpool faces Wolves on Saturday. Liverpool are they're looking dangerous, man. You just have to admit it. Last season they're looking shitty. I took 4 points away from them. I think you took points away from Liverpool last season, right? Steve?
No, they didn't. No, never.
No, we lost both times.
You lost both to
Liverpool? Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. It was okay. So it was the 2-1 where they scored the 99th minute or something like that, and then the other one it was 2-0. Then the other one was 2-0. They came and they scored 2 in like 5.
So you didn't even beat Liverpool.
We always lose to Liverpool. It's like standard. That's why I don't they'll beat us. I know they'll beat us later in the season when we go to Anfield. It's like a fact.
Good. Liverpool.
We'll give them a tough game.
Back-to-back 3 wins. Yeah, they played against Aston Villa, put them on a leash. 3-0. Played against Newcastle at your home, beat you back with I think 1 man down. Yeah, came back, beat you up 2-1. Played against Bournemouth, beat those guys up, rounded them up. Yeah. You know, they like beating all these Bashman boys, and again they have another Bashman boys again coming to town again, playing against them, and it's Wolves. They're going to the Molineux to play against Liverpool. Goes to play against Wolves at the Molineux. Say Steve, do you think Wolves will muster any courage to cost Liverpool, high flying Liverpool, any problems at all on Saturday? I don't see it.
I mean,
do you see it?
You know what? The last time they did play, Wolves actually won 3-0. That was one of the worst Liverpool performances I had seen. It was crazy. I think Liverpool, they probably have too much goals in them. They definitely got too many goals in them. The 12:30 kickoffs are always weird for me because they can always spring some crazy results.
Crazy results.
So maybe, but I'm thinking that they'll probably win something like 2-1. 2-1 Liverpool, maybe 3-1. But Wolves can give you problems. The thing about the Villa game, I thought you guys were excellent. But what I would say though is that Villa did what?
No, sorry.
No.
I was just saying about Villa. I thought you guys were excellent against them, but they did have their chances. Aston Villa, they did have their chances. Matty Cash had a header wide. Diaby could have done a little bit better. He's been terrific for them, by the way. Wow.
Oh, yes, he has. Oh, yes, he has.
So he had a shot that was just wide, and I think Ollie Watkins had a chance too. So, I mean, they did have their chances, but you guys still scored 3. So even if they got 1 or 2 of them, you still had enough to win. But Wolves could have some chances. I wouldn't be surprised if they score first, but I'll probably go like a 2-1 Liverpool. But this is a potential banana skin. A potential.
But see, for me, I do think Liverpool would steamroll these guys. Yeah, they're going to teach them a lesson. Yeah, on Saturday they're going to beat them up. Another Bashment boys again, relegation battle again. Starting early in the season. Liverpool round them up and just teach them a lesson, and Salah will be making deep runs, in that defense. See, Wolves is there for the taking. They're opened up. They've lost some of their great players already in the summer. So, this season, I don't think they're going anywhere. See, man, Liverpool is.
They just can't score goals. They can create chances, but finishing is the problem.
Finishing is a big problem. So I don't really see them giving Liverpool any problems. Even if Liverpool doesn't have Van Dijk back, I think he's still on suspension.
Yeah. We're still on suspension.
3 game suspension?
No, it's 2.
It's two. Yeah, but again, I don't see them monstering any courage, even with a makeshift back 3 or whatever that Liverpool is gonna play with. But see, Rod, come in, man. I see you guys beating them 4-1. I'm sorry, it's going to be
I mean,
Saturday.
I agree with a lot of what Steve said and also what you said as well. I agree with a lot of it. They took us to the cleaners last season, mate. You know what I mean? And it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. But you know what? At the end of the day, if you come on a pitch and play any team and you put in a poor performance at the end of the day, that's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. You're gonna get beaten and you're gonna get well beaten. You know what I mean? But I just think sort of like with Wolves at the day, they're struggling at the moment and they've already lost a few players. And their main best player and he's gone. He went to Saudi, didn't he? Ruben Neves. You know what I mean? He went to Saudi Arabia. So and the manager that they've got at the moment, I don't like to disrespect any managers, but he's not the best. He's not somebody.
No, I agree.
Yeah. Hey,
he would tell you that himself. He's not the best.
Right. You know what I mean? So they are struggling in the day. So I can potentially see a banana skin in the way that 12:30 kickoffs, we don't seem to do too well at 12:30 kickoffs. That's where the banana skin comes in. Do you know what I mean? But personally, I do think that we got enough to get the victory on Saturday. We have just got enough to get it. Yeah, got enough goals. Yeah. And I think the way that we're playing, and the resilience in the day that we're showing in certain games when, i.e. when we go down to 10 men, we're still able to win the game. That's happened twice in sort of like in the space of 2, in a week or so, a week or 2. Do you know what I mean? So it's that resilience there. So I just think at the end of the day that we probably would have too much for them. You know what I mean? I could see them having moments, in the game. I could see us like overall at the end of the day sort of like come away from 1-0 with the points that we need in the name, and then we go on to the next game. Do you know what I mean? So I don't see anything but a Liverpool win. But as I said in the day, the potential banana skin will be the 12:30 kickoffs. I mean, I hate 12:30 kickoffs. I hate having to get up on it in the day, set yourself up and then think that to do a watch along show, and it's, do you know what I mean? It's just hate it. I just really hate it. So
Imagine getting up at 7:30 in the morning like I have to.
well, there you
Exactly,
go.
man.
Well, there you go. Well, there you go. It must be sort of like jarring to do all that. You
No,
know what I mean? So,
I'm up all the time. To be fair, I love getting up
Exactly.
early.
See,
So,
let's go into the next one. Yeah, let's go into the next one. Chelsea Football Club, of course. The Chelsea fan that came here has run away. Nas, he's run off the yard. Of course, he knew we are gonna talk about Chelsea
give me,
when
give,
he.
give me two, give me, Tony, give me 2 minutes. I'll be back. 2 minutes, two
Okay,
minutes. Yeah.
yeah, sure. So of course he ran away, but of course Steve. Chelsea Football Club play against Bournemouth away, man. What do you think that game?
I think they'll probably win it. I've picked Bournemouth the past few times in like games against the Big Six or whatever, and they've kind of. I feel like there is an upset eventually. They will get like a big skin, particularly at home. They haven't been playing that bad. I like the style that they play under Areola. I really do, Andoni Areola. So look, I think they might have just enough, just barely enough to squeak by Bournemouth, but it's going to be a close game. It is going to be a close game, I think. Definitely.
But wait, yeah. Chelsea football. See, let's just talk heart to heart, my brother, man. Chelsea Football Club, over £1 billion spent. Yeah, in that football club, just on players. Yeah, these guys couldn't get a backup striker, at least one good striker. Yeah,
Right.
but they can have Jackson as a backup striker. Yeah, you have a coach Pochettino. That, for me, he's not my kind of guy. Of course, he comes from enemy lines, Tottenham Hotspurs. He never won jack shit down there. Went to PSV. Of course, he won a trophy down there,
Yeah.
but that's a must. Those are foundational principles. You must win a league title, no matter the coach. If me and you go down there to coach in PSG, we will win a title. Come on, man.
No,
One or two
me and you wouldn't.
down. Bro, anyone can go there and get a title. So see,
It's not
bad
that easy.
yeah. And then you go into preseason games. Yeah, you play with a back. You play with a back
Four.
three or
Or
sorry,
back
back four. Yeah, you play with a
4-2-3-1.
back.
They played in preseason. Yeah.
Exactly, in preseason games. You were mauling teams, beating teams, yeah?
Mhm.
And then you come into the Premiership and start playing three at the back, yeah? Something you never practiced or even tried, yeah, in the preseason games. And then you started trying that in the Premiership of all places. Uh, the way this managers disrespect this league, yeah? You go in preseason games, you never practice with this system. The same way Mikel Arteta, also is playing pranks also with Thomas Partey also. The same thing. Yeah, you go into preseason games. Yeah, you, you have no idea how to play with a back. With a, oh my god! And then you come to the league, and then you tweak the whole thing, and then you're playing with a back three. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Chilwell out of position, playing Enzo on pivot with Gallagher, whoever that guy is. Yeah, it doesn't just sit down well. Caicedo, who was one of the most, who was in contention for being one of the best CDMs in the league last season, in contention, is not the best, but he was in contention for being one of the best CDM, uh, in the league last season. Struggling at Chelsea Football Club, looking like an ant. He can't even make those moves. He can't make dashing runs. He can't break up play in the middle of the park. It just looks brainless and spineless in that Chelsea team. And then you start asking yourself, was that the right move for Caicedo? And right now they're not scoring goals. Jackson looking snappy, in front of goal.
He's
He
a
can't
good
get the
player,
ball.
Jackson, but the
He's a
finishing
good player,
hasn't
but
come yet.
he's a good
Yeah.
player, but the finishing hasn't come yet. Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to admit that. Yeah,
Yeah.
in 4 games, he's gotten only one goal.
Yeah.
Just one goal. Yeah, exactly. That's not a good record. Edin Ketia, who was a striker that I don't believe in, has scored 2 goals this season. So, and we've played against bigger and tougher oppositions than Chelsea Football Club this season. So, Jackson, he might make good moves, but hey, see, he hasn't scored lots of goals. So, what do you think about Chelsea Football Club, man?
I mean, I think they're a huge work in progress. Remember, it's not about that billion spent. It's what they're spending it on. What's the goal long term? We don't know because we've never seen this before. Like, they're making a U23 squad, essentially, or U24. So we'll see. We'll just have to see how it works out. Maybe it'll work out in 2 seasons that are incredible. I mean, right now, yeah, they're struggling, and people are gonna obviously, call it how it is, and we should. But yeah, long term, we'll just see what it is. But yeah, they are struggling a bit to kind of establish a rhythm. These guys just met each other too. That's the thing. It's like a whole new squad, whole new 11. Pochettino's also new to Chelsea as well, so I think it's a betting in process. I still think they're going to end up like 7th this year, so I think they'll improve upon last year. But yeah, it'll just take some time, and that's the thing. If they lose to a Bournemouth, yeah, that's Jesus. But
yeah, it's gonna be crazy, right?
Who knows? I'll probably take Chelsea to win that. I don't know, maybe 2-1 or something like that.
Who's Chelsea playing?
Bournemouth away.
Yeah, Bournemouth going to beat them.
They could.
They're gonna cook them hard, bro.
Chelsea's in the mud, bro. Chelsea's in the mud. Listen, imagine that day, they spent X amount of money on their players. They bought everybody and their mother and father and girlfriend. They bought everybody, yeah, right. And it's still at the day can't string 2 sort of like things. You know what it is at the day? This is what it is. As I try to tell people this at the day, there's no system in place with Chelsea.
Not yet.
You know what I mean? Well, there never has been, really, when you think about it. There really has been. Because what it is at the day, when it goes wrong, they have A, get rid of the manager, B, at the end of the day, right, throw money at it. There's no system in the thing. It goes back to what I'm saying before at the day. Newcastle have got a whole heap of money at the day. But what they've done at the day, they've bought players of what they need for them to get to the next level. And then Chelsea don't do that. Do you understand what I'm saying? They want to outdo people. And then right? Like when Arsenal was after Modric and everything, all they want to hear at the day that Arsenal was after Modric, boom, they went in and got him. They heard it and we had interest in Endo Fernandez, boom, gone in and went and got him. They heard about the Carcela thing, and that was dodging itself. They went and got him. But look at those players at the day that are in at Chelsea and what are they doing? What are they actually doing? Carcela looks crap, yeah. Endo looks crap, yeah. And so does Modric look crap. So you wasted all that money and getting these players at the day, right? That look crap. There's no system in place. So how are you supposed to win games? How are you supposed to win titles? How are you supposed to win cups? You know what I mean?
Put them on slave contract.
Yeah. It's not even slave contract. It's death row. That's death row business, man.
It's the same thing. Slave net row. Either way, they're fucked, man. Either way.
I mean, look, we'll just have to see how it works out. We'll just have to see how it works out for them because
Chelsea is in the mud, man.
Yeah. They ain't looking good, right? But that's the thing. Steve
Mahala. Steve, you have to accept it. Chelsea said,
yes. What do you mean accept it? No, I don't care if they do bad or good.
Chelsea's in the mud.
Tony said, right, yeah. Slave contract, death row contract. That man is where the fuck.
Either way. What are we talking about here, man? See, let's go to because Steve will have to go catch some rest. Yeah. See, Arsenal.
Literally made me cry. I think you made me cry.
On Saturday, I won't talk. Till Saturday, bro.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Let's
Now you're good.
Arsenal versus Everton. Steve, I would like you to take a lead on this one too. Yeah. Arsenal plays Everton. We go away to Everton. Messi side. We've not got joys in this place. Yeah. Shandai put us on the leash last season down there. In 7 seasons, Arsenal haven't won in that ground.
Yeah.
That's how bad it is. For some reason, these guys, they could be at the bottom of the table, but they come up with they manage to conjure some magic. It's just like your stereotypical boogie teams,
Yeah, they are. They really are for you guys at Goodison.
If Arsenal goes to St. Mary's, you know that we'll definitely lose the game, or we'll definitely draw the game in St. Mary's. We know something like that happens.
Southampton?
I'm just giving an example. Yeah, right. In St. Mary's, we don't have joys in St. Mary's.
Right.
Yeah. Southampton always come up with the goods in St. Mary's to take up points from us, either win.
Tottenham have beaten you regularly at their ground over the years.
At their ground, you have all these bookie places and bookie teams to face. So Everton represents one of those teams.
Yeah.
Going to the Merseyside, in fact, any Merseyside team that we face is always what happened. What happened?
No, so just see, right? It's to do with Liverpool, yeah. It says here, Andre has his heart set on the Liverpool, and his wishes are about to come true. Pre-agreement set to be reached soon with Fluminense for Andre.
He's a good player. I watch Fluminense. I think he fits you guys very well.
But again, what is Edu doing? Those are the kind of players we should be going for. Andre.
From Brazil? That should be Edu.
Edu's from Brazil. Yeah? But if
players. He should be going for a Vitor Roque, who's going to Barca.
We noticed today with Edu and Day, right? Edu in there. Don't sleep on Edu and everything like that. Edu would probably find a gem. In sort of like in Brazil. Do you know what I mean? But you see what it is with Brazil itself. There's so many gems around. Do you know what I mean? As you get one, there's another one over there. As you get that one over there, there's another one. There's just so many gems over there. You know what I mean? Because they're just so good at football. I'm in a group. I'm in a group at Nate. It's called the Fluminense group. You know, Nate, right? And I've been following Andre when he's been playing in the Copa de Libertadores. Yeah. And I'll tell you something from that, right? He's got a touch of an angel. Yeah. He's got a touch of an angel, man. You know what I mean?
He's a good player. He's a good player.
Very good player.
See, what he does, Arsenal fans in the chart. Yeah. Liverpool, I've just, they're tying up that deal for Andre from Brazil, yeah? We have Hedu, who is a Brazilian, yeah? He goes into all these Brazilian clubs, yeah? And see, we should be the ones at the end of these deals, yeah? But this guy is
Sorry, let me cut you there quick.
Scott Kirk is in the chart. Wolfgang, big ups to you guys. Amy Baba, big ups to you guys, man. But again, it changes. We have a Brazilian who's a sporting director at Arsenal, and then you guys are running away with this deal.
No, let me cut you there. Let me cut you there, Tony. I understand what you're saying, yeah. But this goes back to what I'm saying about people, teams like Chelsea. You don't need Andre. You got Declan Rice. You don't need Andre. So really and truly, and day, right, you're going to get a player and day that you don't really need. You don't need. You got Declan Rice there.
No. What about squad depth?
Yeah, but
what about squad depth? This is the
problem. Yeah, but you still got like thing in it.
We don't have.
You still got Thomas. Yeah, but you still got Thomas Partey. You have got.
But it doesn't help when Thomas Partey. It doesn't help when Partey is injured.
He's injured.
Yeah, we haven't got much. Yeah, listen, we haven't got much squad depth. Don't get it twisted. Liverpool haven't.
Oh yeah,
a lot more squad depth.
I agree.
What I'm trying to say today is that you have got Declan Rice at the day that can do a significant job in the middle of the park. You know what I mean? You don't really need Andre, because if you did buy Andre in the day, right, what you'd be doing in the day is just paying Andre in the day bits and bits and everything that, right? And something like Andre, if you're paying bits and bits, you're wasting his talent. We've got the team at the day, because we haven't got the squad depth, we have got the team at the day that can offer him a significant amount of games game time. Do you understand what I'm getting at? Do you know what I mean? You know, that could do that. And there's it's all right having Edu and they as a sporting director. He's Brazilian at the end of the day, right? But what you don't want to do is you want to get in that trap at the end of the day of getting players at the end of the day that you don't need and you probably won't play. Do you know what I mean? You got Declan Rice at the day, arguably at the end of the day, one of the top English talents at the day around. Don't forget that. He's one of the top English talents around. And not only you lot
What
was
happens when he gets injured? What happens when he gets injured?
yeah,
Who fucks if he gets injured?
no, you probably got players at the day that you probably got players at the day that can do a job. But what you do?
Who?
Well, you should know. I don't know. I'm not Arsenal, but like you got Thomas Partey. You got Thomas Partey. You got
He's
you know,
injured. He's injured.
you
He's
got like
injured.
some academy team. You know what he can do? He can bring
Wait.
Sleep out and then they put midfield. Bring him out, put midfield. You know what I mean?
See,
What I'm trying to
Arsenal.
say is that you don't want to buy players. You know what I'm saying? All joking aside and everything, that yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. If you don't want to get in that trap at the end of the day of buying players at the end of the day that you don't need at the end of the day, and you're only going to probably play at the end of the day when at the end of the day sort of like Declan Rice gets injured. What if Declan Rice goes a whole season at the end of the day and doesn't go injured at the end of the day, and each game at the end of the day that he plays at the end of the day, he's turning out performances at the end of the day. You're not going to move him. You're literally not going to move him. Do you know what I mean? You're going to keep him in there. So really and
But
truly, like, I
definitely he's not going to
understand.
play it. But definitely he's not going to play the whole games. That's the other thing. You can bring in squad depth to be able to spread the play amongst players, because there should be maybe some players that will play in the Champions League. Mind you, you still have engagement in the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup. You're fighting in 4 different positions, so you need a
Mm.
wide squad depth to be able to play. So it doesn't matter if Declan Rice is not injured. But can he play the whole games in Champions League, Carabao Cup, FA Cup?
Oh
It's
yeah,
not
I reckon it.
possible.
I reckon he can.
Yeah,
I reckon he
definitely.
can.
So you need depth in that sense.
Yeah, but they're more likely at the day knowing them, knowing Arsenal that Arsenal I know because it's not just the other day I've known Arsenal for years. Knowing Arsenal and they probably got sort of like a trick up the sleeve and that they can bring somebody in and they can do the job and they if case Declan Rice get injured and that.
Declan Rice.
You know what I mean?
Well, no problem.
They probably have.
We still have Jorginho in the
Well, yeah, you got
in the
Jorginho.
locker room.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. He's still got him, mate. So you're right,
Yeah,
pal. You know what I mean? But what I'm trying to say
see,
is this: at the end of the day, you got one of the best. I'm not being funny. At the end of the day, this is all joking aside and all biases aside. Yeah, you have got one of the best
Wolfgang
English
said
midfielders.
many. Oh my
No,
god.
no, you got one. No, you know what I mean? No, but you have got one of the best at the end of the day, sort of like one of the best English talents around, like a midfielder. One of the best. Because we don't remember this at the day, right? There's a lot of teams at the day in the Premiership at the day that were looking at the day at Declan Rice and everything like that, and he chose to go to Arsenal and they fair play to him. Do you understand what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
don't sleep on the fact at the day of what you've got in midfield and they with Declan Rice. He is a quality midfielder. You know what I mean?
no
So
doubt.
what I'm trying to say today is that you don't really need a guy like Andre as much as we do. Because remember at the day, we've got rid of 8 players in the day, right? Most of them at the day were midfielders. And so what we're doing at the day, we're literally strengthening up like our team back. Do you know what I mean? That's why at the day we've got in Gravenberch, we've got in Sabozalai, we've got in McAllister, we've got in Endu, and now we're gonna get sort of like Andre and they in sort of like in January, and they'll probably get something else as well. You never know. Do you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
yeah, I hear you, squad depth.
Yeah, man, sure. Steve Mahala, Arsenal versus Everton. Everton away, Merseyside, another Merseyside visit. Yeah, we don't like Merseyside visits. Axe Liverpool, axe Everton for 7 seasons. Yeah, we've not had joys there. I don't know the last time we beat Liverpool in Merseyside. Merseyside seems to be a place where Arsenal should have no joys. What do you think is going to happen in that matchup against Everton? And guys in the charts, me and Steve Mahala are back again. on Sunday for the watch along on that Arsenal versus Everton game. Of course, TJ Warren, our guy, is also going to be with us down there too. So watch out for that one, guys. So Steve, what do you think?
I think it might be a draw. I'm thinking it might be a draw. I'm not gonna lie. The head-to-head record at Gunnerz, it does at the Emirates. I would say it's a 4 or 5-0, but there's just something about Gunnerz for you guys. And the thing is, it's like if Bukayo Saka was in like electric form, if Martinelli was, if your team was cooking on all cylinders, then I could be like, all right. But the other thing is that even when Everton were crap, even when they were decent, even when they were, they're awful this year, absolutely hopeless. But they did get that draw against Sheffield United, so that'll give them some momentum. I think they might follow it up with the point against you guys, maybe. So I'll go 1-1. That's
1-1,
I'll probably say 1-1 because I think both teams will score. That's the only thing I can say definitively what'll happen. Because, I mean, it's just that head-to-head record is,
Yeah, sure. Wolfgang Division says, letting players like Trossard and ESR rotten. My God, man. It's shocking, man. It's Wolfgang, man. That's the rotten at the bench, man. Just look at Trossard playing in that Belgian team. He looks like a lion. Yeah? Looks like a lion. Like
he's good.
Tiger.
He's a good player. He's a good player.
It's good.
I'm not ready.
I like Trossard a lot.
Yeah, like a tiger. And then we have having a chance in this team. Bro, it's shocking, man. And of course, Scott Kirk says no win in 5 years at Everton, so I'm happy with a 1-0 win, and that's Scott Kirk. Of course, our brother Rod, what do you think, Everton versus Arsenal?
Yeah, I was just going to ask you quick at the end of the day, why aren't they playing Trossard? Because he's a good player. I was going to ask you that quick.
I don't know. Many Arsenal fans are wondering why Trossard is not getting a sniff in this team.
Very good. I mean,
it's a joke.
I think they sort of like, they're going to live to regret that decision because I think Trossard is an amazing player. Right. So basically, in the day is this. In the day, right? We all know at the day, sort of like, there's a hoodoo at the day with obviously at Everton ground and everything like that, but it has to be broken sometime. You know what I mean? And as I said to you before, in the day, if you mean business in the day in the league, these are the grounds you have to go and get a good result. Do you know what I mean? That's when people start looking at you. Think, you know what? These guys mean business. Personally, at the day, I think you got too much firepower for them. Personally, I think you got too much firepower for them. So it will be a situation of how you kind of like play. You know what I mean? And what you want to do. You know what I mean? And if you want the points, because when you look at your team, then you look at Everton's team, and you think, fuck me, you lot are miles ahead. You think you are miles ahead. As I said, you got likes of Trossard, Ferreira, Declan Rice, Saka, Martinelli. You know what I mean? Gabriel, Saliba. You know what I mean? Ben White. You know what I mean? I don't know much about like Kai Havertz because I think Kai Havertz in there. What I was going to say about Kai Havertz in the day, what it wasn't there, he got hyped up too much when he was at Leverkusen. When he got to Leverkusen, he got hyped up too much and everything like that, right? And like freaking Chelsea bought him and they was nearly 90 million or something rubbish like that. Do you know what I mean? He got hyped up too much. When he come to sort of like Chelsea, he scored a few goals, and after that, then it just went dry. Do you know what I mean? But if Arteta feels that he can get a tune out of him, do your thing, man. Do your thing and try and get a tune out of him. But come back to the game and everything. I think really and truly at the day, right? To me, at the day, you should be walking away from Everton with all 3 points. All 3 points. I think if you don't walk away with all 3 points in the day, to me, and day it's a failure because your team and day is far superior to Everton. Let's not make no mistake. It's far superior to Everton. And what Arteta's done, he's brought in certain players at the day, right? Yeah. And you know this, even if you ask him, you tell the same thing. He's brought in certain players for when you do go to grounds like this, yeah, you can beat them. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm expecting a 3-0 for Arsenal. I'm
3-0.
expecting to be. I'm expecting you to beat the 3-0.
In a place we've not won in 5 years. Wow, that's great.
But you got the thing. I know it's a place that you haven't won, but like I say, if you say if you Arsenal fans say that you're serious contenders for the league, and then these are the
Exactly.
sides,
These are
and
the
then
games.
you have to go. You have to go and get the points well. Make them know so you know business. You understand what I'm saying? And when you look at Arsenal team, this is what I'm saying. When you look at Arsenal team, you look at Chelsea team. Not Chelsea, the Everton team. Yeah, right. Yeah. You see Arsenal is far superior. It's far superior. I'm sorry. It is far superior. Look what they did to Man United the other day. It's far superior. So really and truly, I'm expecting you guys today to go down there and give them a fucking pasting, a hammering, and come back with 3-0. That's what I'm expecting. I'll be watching the game on Sunday, yeah. And if they don't know for that, I'm gonna come punch you up. Never joking. Joking. No, but I'll be watching the game on Sunday. I'll be watching the game on Sunday, and that's what I'll be expecting. And then you have to beat them 3-0. I just can't see any result other than you beating them and beating them well. I can't see it. I'm sorry. I just can't see anything else. I know it's a poker team, fair enough, but I cannot see anything less than you beating them. And if you don't beat them, I think to me, I would say that is a failure on your part. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Exactly. Guys in the chat, yeah. Of course, this is Rod talking, yeah. Rod in the show, and of course Steve Mahala on the show too. See, Ron Jeremy, big ups to you, man. There was something Wolfgang said here, yeah. He said need a backup striker, sell Balogun, need a left back, sell KT. What is he doing? Trossard and ASR not getting a sniff, and that's true, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Not getting a sniff. Trossard is not playing. ESR is not playing. And we have these guys here sitting rotten on the bench. It's shocking, my brother, man. Shocking. Wolfgang says 73, where you get 90 from. What's up, Tony? How you doing? Ron Jeremy.
I heard it was 73 pounds. I heard it was not. You know when they bought. Sorry to confuse. When they bought him at the day, so like they bought him when I was in Germany. I was working in Germany at the time, and I remember when they bought him. I heard it was close to 90 million that they paid for sort of like Kai Havertz. I heard it was close to that.
It was
That's what I heard, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
It was crazy money, and then Arsenal Football Club went to fund this guy's move for Caicedo, giving them 65 million pounds, yeah, for them to bring in this deadwood Kai Havertz, and it's true. Mikel Arteta says we should show him some love, but he has to show us some love. I'm sorry, I've been patient with his performances at Arsenal, but I looked at his performance in Germany, and it's still the same failure. And he got his manager sacked, and Flick is sacked right now. So, and we have other players who are on the bench who should be starting, beside this guy. We have Fabio Vieira, who's looking good. Rod, he came off the bench and he gave Jesus that little pass that Jesus used to wipe Dalot off off the Emirates stadium, swipe his bum all over the place down there, yeah.
You know what he just dropped his shoulder, didn't he? He just dropped his shoulder, slightly. Lean back.
Bum all over the Emirates.
I was killing it. I was actually killing it, actually.
And the memes is everywhere, man. The memes is everywhere. Wolfgang likes memes like me too. Tony Ibarra is also down here. Pick up Tony Ibarra. See ya, guys. Yeah. Steve Mahala, are you still there with us?
Yeah, it was good.
Steve, this is the last question before we all go. Yeah. What is your top 4 ranking after these 4 games you've seen? Yeah. With the little you've seen, what do you think have you changed in your idea of the top 4?
Well, my top 4 was Man City, Newcastle second, which I don't care if we get second, by the way. It's not like we got second. Like, I don't care. Right? We're not champions, so who cares? But And then I had what? I had Arsenal third and Manchester United fourth. Yeah, Man United, you can get the hell out. No, wait, did I put Liverpool? No, I put Liverpool fourth. I'll stick by my top four, you know. I'll stick by it.
Really? Okay.
I'll stick by it. And I think second, third, fourth, fifth, that's not going to be separated by like 10 points. That could be a last day. Someone goes from fourth to second or from third to fifth. So you never know. So I'll stick by it. It's only 4 games in.
Okay. Rod, what do you reckon? Top 4. I know you would say Liverpool would challenge for the title this season, but you know, I still have my problems with that because I still feel like you guys still did a major surgery, on your midfield, and you can't just really use a new midfield like that to just gazon the league just like that. I think they would still need to play together maybe for a season. Then next season it might be talking of winning the league actually rather than just challenging. And by the way, we all know, jokes aside, Liverpool is that team that has given Manchester City fire for fire, and you guys have chased these guys. You know what it means to chase City. But again, I still think that your midfield had a major surgery this summer. I don't just see it really like totally like just gazumping teams and beating them up totally. Yeah, you might beat teams, quite good enough. But would you win the league with that? I think it's a little bit too short to talk about that. But again, who am I? I'm just a football lover. What do you think, Rod, man? Top 4.
No, I think you got a good point. And I agree with everything that you said. You know what I mean? It's like, with this transition at the end of the day that's happening with Liverpool with the midfield and so forth, you cannot be expecting them to win the league. You know what I mean? It'd be nice
shout
to.
out
Real,
Andrew Bell. Andrew Bell is a very, very great guy.
And
great guy.
Big up Andy,
my
man.
prediction is Steve will change it 40 times.
Yeah, big up. Yeah, so I agree with everything you said. We cannot be expecting at the end of the day to sort of like, win the league and everything that. I'll be happy with challenging for the league. I'll be happy with that. Do you know what I mean? Because I said, we're going for a transition at the end of the day. Yes, and they will be nice to win the league. Of course it would be, but challenging. So my top 4 will probably be.
You're gonna get clipped, You're gonna get clipped,
I think at the end of the day. All right. I'll say this.
You're gonna get clipped, brother.
No.
You trying to intimidate Uncle Rods? You trying to intimidate Uncle Rods?
Yeah, but I'm gonna get clipped at the end of the day for the right reasons. You watch and see.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. There you go.
What it is, I think at the end of the day, sort of like if Arsenal can start winning games at the day that they don't normally win, they have got the team at the day to win the league. Yeah. So, saying that, I don't want Man City to win the league again.
Sure. Me too.
I think they will, to be honest.
Yeah, I've got a feeling they will, but you know what? Isn't they? This is my prediction. Yeah, right. And Tony's gonna love this. Arsenal first. Man City second.
Look at
Wow.
Steve Mahala. Steve Mahala doesn't like it, man.
No, I don't care.
Arsenal first, Man City second.
I'm in the Spurs group chat. You really think I wouldn't care? You really think I wouldn't want to see Arsenal win a league? They'd freak out.
Yeah.
All my Spurs buddies. I'd love to see it. Bring it on.
Third will be
Scott. It would be nice for you to come on the show, man. Just reach me out on Instagram, and we'll talk about that, man. Scott, it would be nice to have you, man. Yeah.
The third will be Newcastle. Yeah. Fourth, Liverpool.
Tony, it's 4 games in.
Nah. I think Liverpool will get higher.
Do you really rate? Do you really rate?
Don't listen. I'm telling you, do not sleep on Newcastle. We beat Newcastle 2 times last season. Done a double over them, but they still finished higher than us.
There you go.
Check it out. Check it out.
True.
I'm telling you, do not sleep on Newcastle. I'm telling everybody in there.
So we gave them a 6-point head start essentially, and we still finished above them because they took 6 from the head-to-head. Yeah.
Yeah, as I said, we took 6 points for them, but they still finished above us. 2 places above us because we finished in 5th, they finished in 3rd. You know what I mean? So don't sleep on Newcastle, please. Nobody sleep on Newcastle today because what it is today, right? Eddie Howe at the end of the day is building something there at Newcastle, and my only hope is that he gets enough time to do it. You know what I mean? Let him build what he's building, and let him try and cook what he's cooking. You know what I'm saying? Roman wasn't built in one day, so I'm going Arsenal first, Man City second, Newcastle third, and Liverpool fourth. Do you know what I mean?
So we have the same. Me and you have the same top 4, just different order, basically.
Yeah.
See, man, I would like to go for Arsenal for the title, man. Just because I don't want to see Man City win the title. Yeah, I want to see Arsenal win
and then do it, man. Do it. You got to do it. You got to do it. You got to do.
I want to see
what you got to do.
Win the title.
What you got to do, Tony? What you got to do, Tony, is that the day your main thing. What you got to do is that the day you start with no batch already. Start winning games at the day, right? At certain clubs at the day that you don't usually win. That's what you got to do.
Yeah, exactly. But again, like Wolfgang says, it's all hope strategy, right? Man City is the favorite to win the title, but again, I want to go for Arsenal. Yeah, I want to see something different this season. Man City second, but again, I think Liverpool is going to challenge for the title this season, not win, but challenge, because you do have a squad right now that can actually go a little bit further and challenge this, but not to win. That's where I am with Liverpool. That's where I am with Liverpool. So Liverpool third, and then you know what?
You really think a Man United is better than Newcastle? Like really?
No.
Okay.
But for that position,
Spurs,
bro, Spurs are looking good, man.
Spurs are looking good. Absolutely.
And then
absolutely.
Spurs are looking good.
They're playing some really good football. They don't have Europe. I think the only thing that can make their season better, which as Spurs, if I was a Spurs fan, I would want, go for the FA Cup. Go for the FA Cup. You don't have an opportunity like this again if you get Europe next season. If you're Spurs, bro, go for the FA Cup. Spurs used to be a brilliant cup team in the 80s and 90s and 70s and whatnot. Go back to your roots. That's what I would want as a Tottenham fan. Like, who cares if you finish 5th or 6th? If you win, if you end up finishing 6th, but you qualify for the Europa League if you finish 6th. If you win the FA Cup and finish 9th, you get Europa League and you win a trophy.
Exactly. So, but see, guys, we have to go. See, guys, join me on Friday. Yeah, Deji Sports will be on the channel. Yeah, on that day. Rod, I might just bring you in so that you could have a little movement with the guy for you to get to know him and stuff like that.
Yeah. Some of the links.
It might be possible for you to come in for that one. And of course, see ya, guys. Me and Steve Mahala again. Yeah, on Sunday. Me, him, and TJ will be doing the Arsenal watch along. That'll be a big one. And Steve Mahala, please, in the Champions League, I want to have that obligation of coming to your channel and be doing Champions League watch alongs with you.
Yeah, for some of them. I'll let you know which ones I'm doing.
Yeah, man. Because see, Rod, on his channel, man, European nights, man, they're nights to die for, man. If you're on Steve's channel, because he knows a lot about this European players. Like fast,
No, Steve's a G. He's a G, man. He's a G.
Yeah. So it's very nice to go do European watch alongs with this guy. So you know, during the Champions League,
Oh yeah,
he
yeah.
would like to come up to your channel. And see, Rod, yeah, you have to try and you know, talk to Steve and try and see what you can do with him. You know, do some little shows
Oh,
with him, invite him over.
listen at the day, right? It'll be a pleasure to do shows with Steve. I've done one with him before, but listen, I want to do many more with him still. So I'll be in contact. I'll be in contact with him, and we'll chop up. We'll do more. Do you know what I mean? Because I've got a lot of shows at the day that I want to do. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, getting used to this new laptop and that, and you know, having the background and putting bits on and blah blah blah. Just getting used to it. Yeah, I'm just literally getting used to. So yes, and then yeah, definitely for sure, 100%. And I'll be doing stuff with Steve, man, because he's got knowledge. He's got knowledge and knows what he's talking about.
His knowledge is outside the box. See, Steve, shout out where people could find you, man. Talk to these people.
Hey, you can find me on Strasbourg Steve. Just look that up on YouTube and yeah, that's where I'm at. Newcastle Fans TV. Also, I do some videos there. So yeah, that's where you can find me, really. So thanks for having me on. Rod's always good to see you, chat with you, bro. 100%. And same to you.
Yeah, man.
Good show.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Steve, have you done? Sorry to cut. Steve, have you done something with John Sinclair? He's another Newcastle guy.
Yeah. I've done videos with him. Yeah.
Yeah. He's a good guy. He's a really good guy. Right, you can find me. You can find me on Anfield Uncle Was on YouTube, and then doing my stuff on there. Big Liverpool fan and stuff. Panel debate shows where I have Tony on there, and you know, all other shows where I do invite Tony and all other people in there, because we just spread the love and stuff. You know what I mean? I talk to people and they that knows about football and are respectful. You know what I mean? So even if you see me and sort of like Tony going at it sometimes, trust me, we're the best. We're the best of friends.
Man. It's just good debate. We've had a couple of run-ins, man. 100%. Some other guys will fight, but no, me and him were like,
no, we're best apart from. We're like this. That's my brother right there. That is my brother right there, and nobody violate my brother. You know what I mean? That's my brother right there still. So yeah, you can find me on there, Anfield Uncle Ross, and also obviously on Tony's channel as well, and on all other channels that I do tend to go on. I'm on Anfield Uncle Ross on Instagram, and it's the same on Twitter as well. Do you know what I mean? So come in, show some love, but most of all, as I say, be respectful. Do you know what I mean? And guys, at the end of the day, smash the like button for Tony. Smash the like button for Tony and the subscribe button. Do you know what I mean? Because he works really, really hard and with his stuff. Do you know what I mean? And he's got some really good guests on there. Do you know what I mean? Me included. But but please smash the like for Tony and them, because he works really hard in everything that, right? And a little appreciation goes a long, long way. So support my bro, man. Support my brother.
Thanks, Rod, man. Always a pleasure having you on the show, and definitely, hopefully on Friday, I'll be bringing you in with Deji Sports. So, guys, watch out for that one. Watch out for me, TJ, and of course, our brother down here, Steve Mahala, on Sunday for the watch along for Arsenal, Everton. Guys, go to this guy's channel, Uncle Rod, and I think you've removed Nick from there, right?
Yeah, because what it is at the day, because of because my brother in there, he's ill. Do you know what I mean? He's ill. He's like he's got MS. He's got MS in the day, so he can't do a lot. Do you know what I mean? So what he said in the day is you obviously you take the sort of like the front line in it into that, and any little help that you need, just come to me and for that. So what I've done, I've changed the name to Anfield Uncle Rod, because when it started off, somebody asked me to say as well. You know, same thing today. When it first started off, it's Anfield Uncle, Anfield Rods and Anfield Nick. That's what it was when it first started off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because my brother in there, he's been a Liverpool fan since he was small. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know, he's one who really got me into it, sort of like. So we did the thing together, but obviously you have to take a back seat. So I'll just put that Anfield Uncle Rods. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure. So Wolfgang, please go add Anfield Uncle Rod on YouTube. Scott, go do that too, man. Go show that guy some love, and of course, show Steve Mahala some love. And of course, Wolf, you can also help us to post stuff, because you asked that question. I failed to answer that question. You can help us post stuff, adverts, and all that stuff. You can do it. It would be nice to bring you, Wolf, and Scott Kirk to a show too. We can have that maybe next week. So, let's think about that, and we can do that. See you guys. Yeah, I'll see you guys on Friday with Deji Spores.
Lovely.
Thank you. Go show this guy some love. Go to Steve's channel and go show him some love in his Newcastle channel. Champions League night will be coming. I'll be joining him on his channel with lots of watch alongs for maybe Newcastle and many other Champions League stuff. I'll be going to his channel to be doing most of them too. So just show us some love down there, and show Anfield Uncle Rod some love in his Liverpool channel. Yeah, great guy to watch. Yeah, just go there and show him some support. Big ups to everyone from all of us here. Peace out.